Hello everyone, my name is Chance Brunton, and welcome back to Zero Escape Virtue's Last Reward. I'm joined once again by Tyler.
Hello.
We just stuck Quark into a treatment pod and finished the treatment facility puzzle room. So we are now going to head out and meet back with the others. Are you ready? Yeah, I'm ready. Okay, let's do this. 3, 2, 1. You found it. There we go. So now we get to see what goes wrong between now and the AB game.
An ambidex gate has been opened.
Which will be in 45 minutes.
Yep.
What the hell?
Somebody else must have opened one of the AB rooms.
I'll give you 7 guesses. Why would they do that? Whatever. We should be heading back anyway. I headed for the door.
Wait!
You don't think it'd be like that, but it Dio. Glover's voice stopped me. What is it? I turned to see her pointing toward the wall with the treatment pods.
The screen, it changed.
It says no oxygen. What?
The screen on the pod's monitor thingy.
Oh yeah. It says recent operational records. I stepped closer and began to read. What it said was interesting. Currently treating 1 subject. That 1 subject had to mean Quark. This was the pod we'd put him into, after all. I read on. Minus 748, 1 subject released. Minus 806, 1 subject was successfully restored. Was that supposed to be... Is that just marking a time, or is that like a time before something?
I think that I don't think the minus is actually a minus.
Okay, so it's not like counting 0. It's not like doing a rocket launch thing where 0 hours is the start of the game.
Yeah.
And this is telling us how many hours before.
Yeah, because otherwise, like, this would be reading most recent at the highest or something. But I think it's going in chronological order.
So, 1 subject was just released at 7:48. Then 1 subject was restored some 15 minutes later, and then 10 minutes after that, cold sleep mode disengaged. Beginning restoration of 1 subject.
Oh.
All prior records have been erased.
Actually, I think it is minus time, because it begins restoration, then it successfully restores, then it releases. Which does mean that somebody was released from this. This is basically just all 1 action that just took like 20 minutes or something, or 30 minutes to wake someone up from cold sleep.
Oh, right, because it reads from the bottom up.
Yeah.
So, beginning restoration of 1 subject, cold sleep mode disengaged, 1 subject successfully restored, 1 subject successfully... But couldn't this also be 3 people?
Well, this
3
is just
pods,
1
3
pod,
people?
So...
Oh, I guess that makes sense. I checked the other pods. They were all the same.
Yeah.
748, 806, 816. Beginning restoration.
Which does mean all 3 were used.
Whoa, what is this? What is all
I
this?
think it's saying that about 8 hours ago, somebody in this pod woke up from cold sleep. Well, 3 people actually. 1 for each pod. They all say the same thing, see?
That's before we all woke up, huh? I mean, it hasn't been 8 hours yet.
Yeah.
So the 3 pod people could be 3 of us. They could have been captured earlier. Don't know how much earlier. Then they were thawed out 8 hours ago and carried into the AB rooms.
Yeah, that seems reasonable. I really don't think there'd be anyone else in here besides the 9 of us. Well, I guess it's actually the 10 of us, huh?
Yeah. If you count the old woman we found, then it would be 10, wouldn't it? So, who were the 3 pod people?
Don't ask me! How am I supposed to know that? All it says is subject. A, that's creepy. B, it doesn't tell us anything about who they might have been.
It doesn't say when they were put into cold sleep either.
And this bit, where it says, all prior records have been erased. Authorization admin. That seems pretty suspicious to me.
I wonder why they wouldn't just write the time, though.
What?
Well, you said it yourself. The log says 8 hours ago, not like 9:15 a.m. Those minus signs have to mean this far in the past. Who would ever write the time like that?
Yeah, that is weird.
Maybe Zero Senior doesn't want us to know what the actual time is.
Why not?
Hell if I know. Speaking of things I don't know, why did this stuff suddenly show up? It seems like whatever it was that triggered this activated as soon as we opened the door to leave.
Wouldn't that mean Zero Senior set it up to work that way?
Yeah, but why? That's what I'm asking. What reason would he have to do that?
Maybe he wanted us to see the records.
Perhaps, but he deleted a bunch of the data.
Not
Why?
all of it.
Yeah, I guess the other stuff was either irrelevant or he actually wanted to hide it.
Could it all be a trick?
A trick?
All of these records are fake. Zero Senior just set it up to mess with us.
I mean, I guess the records immediately before that would have been entering the pod, right?
Yeah.
And so he would have to delete that if he didn't want us to know how long those people were in the pods.
Yeah. Because, like, what if it said, like, 1,000,000 years or something?
Yeah. Because we're already thinking, I'm thinking it was probably like 10 or 20 years at least. So you're saying this was just a joke?
Well, I can't say for sure, but it seems possible, right?
No, it doesn't make sense.
Well, let's
This
ask
would be a
somebody
very
else.
elaborate joke.
Maybe they can think of something.
Yeah, you're right. If the AB gates have opened, we need to be heading back to the warehouse anyway.
Yeah, and we need to tell everyone what happened with Quark.
We double-checked that Quark was all right in his pod, then hurried out of the treatment center. But you exit the door first so Temioji sees you. Because I don't want him to see me, no Quark, and go, "What the hell happened to Quark?"
You're probably going to be worried even more because we took a while after the gates opened, too.
Yeah. Temioji's not even going to be here. He's already headed off to look for us. Is this another warehouse?
It looks just like the other one. Hey, could you show me that map? Yeah, I thought so. This one is right under the floor A warehouse.
Now we're going to take even longer to get back because we're looking at this. Huh, so it is.
Oh, are those?
Those doors are white.
And there are 3 of them.
Okay, let's go take a closer look.
I knew it. These are chromatic doors. See?
I couldn't tell from a distance, but now that we're
Got a
closer.
little box right next to them, just like the others.
So these are the 3rd round chromatic doors, huh? I guess we'll be coming back here pretty soon.
Yeah. Well, we might not have to.
What do you mean?
We both have 6 BP right now.
So we betray Quark. Yeah, that's true.
We're
So?
a pair, right?
Yeah,
And who's our opponent?
Quark.
Exactly. But he's in the pod right now, so...
If no vote is
Yeah, he's gonna default to ally. You aren't saying we should pick betray, are you?
Weren't you planning to? I thought that was why you were okay with option C when we were making the groups.
No, that's not... I thought that with Quark's condition, I'd be able to choose ally and not worry about getting betrayed.
Oh, come on. You don't need to lie to me. We're partners. That means we share the same destiny. So let's not hide anything from each other, okay?
I'm not hiding anything.
Wait, you're serious? You were really going to pick ally? Whoa, hold on a second there. We might not get another chance like this. Let's say we ally and get up to 8 points. We don't know if we'll be able to get any points next round. For all we know, there might not even be a next round. There are 3 other people with 6 BP, right? Dio, Kay, and Phi.
Dio's gonna betray.
What
Guarantee
do you
you
think's going
that.
to happen if one of them gets 9 points this round?
That's not going to happen.
Why not?
Phi and Luna are playing against Temioji. He's only got 1 BP left, though. I really don't think they'd pick Betray. If Temioji picked Ally, they'd kill him. The same goes for Dio. He's playing against Alice and Kay, and Alice is BP.
No! Don't even think about that!
I agree. But her BP is the same as Temioji's. So unless Dio's willing to kill someone, he won't be able to get his BP to 9.
Unless Dio's willing to kill
Unless
someone.
Dio's willing to kill somebody. That's quite a sentence.
Then Alice has to vote Betray.
Yeah, that is generally the best defensive choice.
But if Dio chooses Ally, then
Then-
Kay would have 9 BP.
Yeah, that is true.
Jeez.
So they're gonna have to agree to vote Betray, because it's in neither of their interests to try voting Ally.
Well,
Dio's
just
not
like
going
I
to
said
agree to
then.
anything, so...
Well, if Dio's gonna agree, if Dio can agree that Alice should vote Betray because he doesn't want Kay getting out, right?
Well, he's going to pick Betray, but he's not going to tell them to pick Betray because he wants out.
Oh, I guess he and Kay can both get out. Oh, but Kay would get out even if they ally is the point. If they both ally.
No, K has 6.
So it's
You can't have 7 this early on, and you need
Wait,
7 to
K has 6?
ally and leave.
Oh no, so actually it works in both their best interests to betray.
Yeah, both of them probably want to betray
Oh, except they have to kill Alice
Dio.
to get out. Dio is with Kay.
It's,
They can't do it independently.
it's K with Alice, and Dio is a solo.
Oh, that's what I misunderstood about this.
Yeah.
Kay and Alice together. So if one manages to betray the other, they'll get out.
Yeah. Which Dio will absolutely betray. I imagine K probably would too, though.
They're both gonna betray. There's no way. So nobody else is getting out this round.
if Kay gets 9 BP, then there won't be a third AB game.
Dio won't let that happen. Well, that's not necessarily the case.
So it's over when someone gets 9 BP.
Nope. As long as that person doesn't open the number 9 door.
Yeah, no, but
So
they
you
would.
think that
They
Kay
totally
will
would.
stay here, even if he gets enough points to leave?
No. I don't know, but it's possible.
No, it's not.
Not in a route where there's already a body.
I think only K and maybe Fork and maybe Phi have done it like that.
Mhm. Well, we can think about how we're going to vote later.
But yeah, Phi did. Phi,
Fork's never been in a position yet.
yeah, because he's not been able to, but he has had 9 points technically and been alive probably. Just
We've never seen him at 9.
uh,
Whenever he's had 9 points, he has been in an unknown location.
yeah, he's been missing, but probably alive. I think we assume he's alive.
Yeah, we
Usually.
assume he's alive, but we've never seen or heard from him.
Yeah.
And we've never known if he's even in a position to be able to open the door.
Mhm.
Because he could be locked in a pod or something, for all we know. Well, we can think about how we're going to vote later. For now, we need to go back to the others. There's a couple things I've got to do when we get back. Like kill Dio.
Fine.
Okay, back to floor A then. Let's move. I turned and headed for the exit. After a few moments, I heard Clover's footsteps following behind me. So I'm guessing the short end is if we betray, and then Clover opens the door. And if we ally, it's going to go longer, because I don't honestly believe anybody else is going to get to 9 this round with that setup.
It could be that there's an end where you escape, sort of like with the Dio end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'd be us and Clover getting out.
Yeah, and maybe Clover would tell you some stuff then.
Yeah. I figure Sigma would want to like keep the door closed, but Clover could force the issue by just opening the door.
Yeah.
And then Sigma would be like, well, I mean, the door's open, so I either go or stay, but I have to make a decision now, and I might as well go if I can. So we haven't had Clover's ending yet, have we?
No, not yet.
So then this is probably Clover's end.
Clover.
Probably.
Oh, thank goodness you're back.
Yep.
Are we the last ones?
Yes.
Hey, where's Quark?
I thought he'd be upset. Demioji's expression was furious, and from the way he was stomping toward me, I felt like I only had a few seconds before I was on the ground with his hands around my neck. I explained what had happened with Quark and the pods as quickly as I could.
So are these pod things really safe?
Probably.
Probably?
No, they're definitely safe. He's fine.
Well, are they safe or aren't they?
We just said definitely
Look,
safe.
I'm just worried
Yeah,
about
but
it, all right?
Clover worried him.
Can you take me to this treatment center, Clover? Don't worry. We've still got 20 minutes left. Plenty of time to go have a look and come back.
Okay. Come on then.
As soon as she finished, she was off. Demioji followed at her heels, and in the blink of an eye, they were gone, out the magenta door.
Might even be better for Tenmyoji to not vote if he gets caught up, because then they know that they can't betray him. Because he's at 1.
Oh, right. Yeah, for Phi. Because he's against Phi
Yeah,
and Alice?
Luna.
Luna. Phi and Luna, yeah. I was thinking Luna, I swear, but I said Alice.
Oh, right. You do that a lot.
I don't know why. I don't understand it. Alright, you guys got some splaining to
I
do.
beg your pardon?
Might be because they're both, like, at least sort of normal girls, while with Clover, like, you've seen her from the first game, and everyone else is weirdly special in their own way.
Yeah, I'm familiar with Phi from the third game, and I'm familiar with Clover from the first game. So I guess I'm just getting the other two girls who are new to this game mixed up.
Mhm.
You opened the AB gates before Clover and I got back, didn't you? I want to know why the hell you'd go and do something like that.
Sigma, take a look.
As she spoke, Phi gestured toward the line of AB rooms. Only one was open.
It's not like we opened them all up.
So you're saying only one person, or one pair, jumped the gun here?
Yes.
Well then, who was it?
I opened it.
So it was you. Figured as much.
Not really a big deal, okay? I mean, you came right back.
Yes, Dio. Yes, it is a big deal.
Why? If you hadn't made it back by the deadline, you'd have just defaulted to ally.
No, not just. Are you telling me you didn't know? Didn't you find one of these notes?
What?
We found this in the treatment center.
There was no such thing in the pressure exchange chamber.
I didn't see one in the pantry either.
Huh? Well, whatever. You should really probably read it, though.
Here are some more AB game rules for you. Not voting is not a option. If both parties refuse to vote, then every bunny gets penalized. In other words, one person out of every color group of 3 has to vote.
So this time, Alice read it for some reason.
Mm-hmm. Just so the skip wouldn't work. You get it now? If we hadn't gotten back in time, Clover, Quark, and I could have died.
Alright,
And you
alright,
just-
I get it. Sorry. Cut me some slack though, man. I didn't know.
So you wouldn't have opened the gate if you did.
Of course I wouldn't have. What the hell, bro?
Not so sure.
Coming
You said
from
the
just
room
a
you went
normal
into was a
person, though,
treatment
that would
center,
be,
right?
like, a really easily, like, obvious line of thinking. Like, I feel
What?
like it'd be very reasonable just to open the door early if you didn't know that.
I don't know. I think this in a weird situation like this, I would be hesitant to act until everybody was ready.
Maybe, but I guess it's difference of person.
So Fi is asking about the treatment center. Yeah?
If they treat people there, I think they'd have shelves of medicine and stuff. Did you find any Accelavir?
No. It's not really that kind of place. It just had those pods, and that was it. Besides, if we'd found anything to cure Radical 6, we wouldn't have put Quark in the pod.
I see. Can the pod cure Radical 6?
No, unfortunately.
How do you know that?
Oh, well, it said so on the screen next to the pods. Something about how it can provide relief from the symptoms, but it can't actually cure the disease. That's better than nothing, though. Oh, right. There's one more thing about the pods I should tell you. As quick as I could, I explained what the records had said about the pod's occupants and their cold sleep.
Cold sleep?
Are you suggesting that 3 of us were, until recently, cryogenically frozen?
If you can trust what we read, yeah.
Which of us are the pod people then?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It didn't say who they were, or even when they were frozen.
So this cold sleep, that means they basically froze the body solid, right? Not like how a bear or something hibernates where it just slows way down.
Yeah, I think so.
So what would happen to the heart?
What?
Wouldn't it stop when you were put into a cold sleep?
Oh!
Your bracelet comes off.
That is a really good point I hadn't thought about. Oh! So, if we go into cold sleep, our bracelets would come off.
Then we can just defrost ourselves right away.
You said there were 3 pods, right?
We'd only need to do it 3 times for the 9 of us.
Uh-huh.
I imagine that will work for you, but perhaps not so much for me.
The armor. Although it doesn't really matter for you, does it? Because, if all the rest of us are out of our bracelets, then Kay just betrays a couple times in the AB rounds.
Yeah.
And then he's good to go. In fact, we need somebody to have a bracelet because somebody's got to open the door.
Yeah. Well, you could just hold the bracelet in your hand while opening the door. But,
True.
Yeah.
So we have to play the AB game anyway, I guess is the idea.
Yeah, but Kay could just betray as long as we get Dio on board.
Yeah, Dio is
Don't
just
worry.
the wrench, though.
I'm sure we'll figure something out.
Because he doesn't actually want the rest of us getting out.
We should go have a look at any rate. We'll be able to come up with a plan once we know more.
Of course.
What? What do you mean the cold sleep function doesn't work?
I'm sorry.
You don't have anything to apologize for, Luna. Zero Senior must have just locked it down.
I mean, that would make sense. I was kind of wondering whether or not Zero did something to prevent that. But when Clover and I were here, it worked.
Yeah, I remember checking it.
Then that bastard set this up. Oh, that's low.
It is not pleasant, but consider this. We have seen how thorough Zero is. Would he really have left such an obvious loophole?
Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. If Zero Jr. heard me, he could have shut it off.
Whatever the case, it is an unfortunate outcome.
Unfortunate? Really? You sure? Aren't you just a little bit relieved? After all, we were gonna get our bracelets off while you were stuck with yours.
How could you say that?
I mean, if nobody else has a bracelet, it's not a danger to him.
I would never be so petty as...
Before Kay could finish, the announcer's voice echoed through the facility. Yeah, our time should be up.
10 minutes remain, or if no...
Time's running out. We should get back, guys.
I'm staying here. I can't leave Quark.
Are you nuts, old man? You're a solo. Luna and Phi could kill you.
Yeah, I know. I've only got 1 BP.
Exactly. If you don't vote, you'll default to ally. All they have to do is pick betray.
We won't. You staying here won't change our vote.
Right. We always intended to choose ally. Tenmyoji staying here is just another reason for us to stick to that plan.
Luna has the same number of BP as you, Tenmyoji. Normally, the safe plan would be to choose Betray. Since you will be unable to betray them, then Phi and Luna can choose to ally without worrying about their own points.
Yes.
Well, there you go. I trust Phi and Luna. I'm sure they'll choose ally.
Yep, I think that's fair. Sounds good. Okay then, Tenmyoji, you take care of Quark.
You think I need you to tell me that? I won't take my eyes off him for a minute.
Come on. We don't have much time left. We need to go.
It is weird that Tenmyoji would trust Phi considering she was part of the betrayal thing, but yeah, other than that, that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, we did say it was mostly us.
Mhm.
So maybe he's just banking on that. Maybe he's trusting Luna to do more than she actually will.
Yeah, though, like, he did say that he'll just not trust either of us, like, right after the AB game.
It is a little inconsistent, admittedly. But maybe he was just like, his temper was up when he said that, and after he had a chance to calm down and think about it,
Yeah.
he thought maybe it was a little rash. Or maybe he's just trying to backwards justify because he wants to stay with Quark.
Mm-hmm.
So wanting to stay with Quark is making him go like, do I really not trust Phi that much? And then he's like, well, I'd rather stick with Quark.
Mm-hmm.
Back at the Floor A warehouse, we opened the AB rooms.
Four minutes remain.
All right, Clover. We should probably head in too.
Okay.
Starting the AB game.
Sigma, do you remember what I said back in the other warehouse?
Yeah. You told me we should betray Quark since we might not get another chance like this. Right?
Yeah. Can I, take that back?
Huh?
I changed my mind a little bit after talking to Tenmyoji. I think we should choose ally.
Oh, don't do this to me. Hey, that's more than just a little bit. That's like someone trading in a Shih Tzu for a German Shepherd. Oh, I see. For a minute, I was like starting to read that as like some kind of Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh card.
Yeah. I choose the Shih Tzu.
What the hell happened with you two? Did he say something to you?
I can't tell you.
What? Why?
I just can't. You'd laugh if I did anyway.
I won't laugh.
Really?
Promise.
Well, I still can't tell you.
Hey, come on!
I promised. I told Tenmyoji I wouldn't tell anybody.
Did he tell her the same thing he did before? Alright, fine. I won't ask about it again. But Tenmyoji doesn't really have anything to do with this, right? Our opponent is Quark.
No, he does matter. Quark is really important to Tenmyoji. If we betray Quark, we're betraying Tenmyoji. Come on, don't you remember? When we were going into the red, blue, and green doors, Tenmyoji said something.
I didn't say there wasn't anyone I trusted. There's one person, Clover. I just know that you'll keep him safe.
I can't betray somebody who'd say that about me.
You seemed pretty ready to betray him back on floor B.
That's because I didn't know who he was.
Oh ho. So you're saying you know who Tenmyoji really is?
Well, if what he told me was true, yeah.
This complicates what's going to be the short route and the long route.
Until Ambidex game polling closes.
I feel like
Please.
sort of the opposite, because I thought for sure, like, ally would be the short route, but I don't know. Or
Choose
the long
ally.
route, rather.
Yeah, I thought betray is going to be the short route. I guess it still is. You aren't going to try and vote yourself?
If I try, you'll just throw me off, right? I don't think I'm strong enough to fight you. So,
Alright. With that, I turned to face the voting machine. The question was, what would I do? Ally or betray? Just as Clover had said, betraying Quark was like betraying Tenmyoji. That wasn't even taking into consideration that Quark was just a kid. And he was infected with a deadly disease that would almost certainly kill him if we didn't do something. How could I betray someone like that? Only a monster would take advantage of a helpless child for their own gain. On the other hand, what Clover had said in the warehouse on floor B was true. It was unlikely that I'd get a chance like this again. If I chose betray, then I'd have 9 BP. I would be able to escape this godforsaken hellhole.
10 seconds remain.
So, what would my choice be? What would I do? Ally or betray? I chose...
3, 2, 1.
And we will have to make that decision in the next episode. In the meanwhile, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you all next time.
Bye.